Hey everyone, and welcome back to CPCG 2025 official channel around here inside of this comic studio. But of course, that eventually updated itself around here. It could be it's not gonna be the yellow bear jelly around here for this thing. And because of this is absolutely related to some sort of a dreamy cookie around here for this thing. I didn't remember around here since I'm never gonna be expected around here. So as you can see here, it's right next to Dream Jelly Cookie. So that must be Dream Jelly Cookie could be for its little friend of the cute pink cookie, the creator of this comic creator for this one. So I probably that it's since 2 days ago I have seen this comment around here. It was probably at least a few days ago. I wouldn't believe that we're just trying to see this already, but I wouldn't explain I wasn't going to delay around here for these uploads as well for this time. But before we're gonna get into news, we probably definitely going to say around here for something. So I'm not probably for these things as well. I'm probably really sure this update looks a little bit good around here for this one, except for those big monsters like this. So they wouldn't still able to coming up around here for the six or like anything as well, like the six friends or heroes or something like this. And this was actually owned by Cute Pink Cookie is Cuteness 2026. This year won't going to be exactly is the last month of 2025, but probably sure I may not gonna be ready for 2026. That unfortunately the rules have changed all over the internet. That's how the rules says around here, but the independable law could actually going to affect everything and never to be able to access online. So, the full version is coming soon. So, we take a look at one of these characters, but this definitely changes into something else. So, her older sprites like the previous one. So, this wasn't look like this one, but I cannot believe that the previous years that I probably going to tell you. So let's look at a previous updates as well, but we're not pretty sure. This is actually the current, like these things. The current outfit was actually since March or like anything to August as well. So the last one could be for posted as well. And so there's a new post as well for this thing as well that changes her profile into their name for this thing. I'm probably sure this is gonna be that the name has changed freely completely as well. It was since posted on November 12th of 2025, and that was everything around here for today. It has two pages of this thing, and it has already seen as already do this as well, so you better check it out for the CPGD or like anything as well, like the CPCG 2025 official channel comic studio should be in link in description below. And so let's tell about for something else what I just actually going to be telling about. Will not think the new feature is going to be coming out as well, as we're probably going to be telling this news. I have posted this video a while ago, since I absolutely did that I just posted around here. It was since October that I scheduled of this video that I originally uploaded around here since late September or early October for something. So, I wouldn't actually gonna be telling this out, that I wouldn't actually guess that I kept on posting many videos as I want, except for Roblox's. I'm pretty possibly not sure that the changes of Roblox has going into effect by early 2026. including YouTube, that probably definitely changes into something new, that AI probably did this, or I'm really sure this is absolutely going to not ruin themselves as well, because nothing telling lies or something, whatever it was. So I'm probably sure that I'm not gonna believe that I just try to find out, because the news says around here, because I heard this from another news as well, that the first of the nation that banned social media on Australia. So that means that Australian flag was removed from Comic Studio, even that it was that they never going to get inside of Comic Studio, because it's not going to be in America, but sometimes they won't actually go into access to all internet on Australian neighbors or workspace, including schools. Whenever this includes children under the age of 16, including under the age of 13 or over the age of 13 users, there aren't absolutely users anymore, that their parents' responsibilities has just kept out from their devices or computers or something like even more technological, or like the technological tablets or something many more around here, like mechanics and technological mechanics, like even though. So that wasn't going to be even probably for a little bit for this thing, because there is no freedom and about here about the internet to change everything around here. So the progress is absolutely that they releasing the firewall throughout Australia, firewall of this time as well. But even the United States is going to be creating the megadome that blocks everything itself from anything that should not able to be shown by anybody as well, and kept things private away from other immigrational users or some kind of viewers like the immigrants or something. So, and that's the entire news around here for today. So let's just get things started. So I absolutely typed cookie around here for this thing, and that wasn't going to be for around here, that I just definitely seeing from their comic posts and seeing their arts whenever it does. I have typed search OCs and search for this, but we really definitely, that is actually gonna be like a description around here. It was since last time as well, but 2 months later I didn't actually go on to do it for around here for something as well. So I'll be added a custom sprite that I just go in the add for something like this. So this is absolutely dream berry or dream cherry like this. I cannot believe that I didn't remember around here. So that could be from dream jelly cookie. So I may not actually go into brain rot myself, but there is more around here, because I have already seen this from the user submitted sprites. Whenever it does, it has guns and swords or like anything around here. So I have already seen this whenever it does, including the backgrounds and something like that. So I have already seen this already. I wouldn't able to be added for some anything like that. You see the Omega Nugget over here and right over here, because that sounds like a Cotton Eye Joe. So that means, let me know down in the comments when Cotton Eye Joe was banned from Australia. And because of that song could actually going to lose your mind, even probably is actually going to be even possible. So I definitely added Sean Daddy over here of Minecraft skin, the Mercedes R-Class right beside of him. Clippy is right beside with the Chevy Silverado. and I definitely didn't know around here, but I couldn't actually going to be edit anything around here as well, so I didn't mention to take for too long as well. So let's head it on to Jelly's Artbox Comic Studio. This is where I definitely sing one of their OCs, and I turned it around here for this one. So let's look all the way up here for this total account around here for this one. But I definitely, since her last post could be from around here for 4 days ago, definitely. That must be a little bit more from this one. She got 37 following viewers, and I'm not probably sure. She has total of 422 followers. This is definitely is going to be around here that she makes stuff. Sometimes I avoid frogs and mushrooms enjoyer. So she does art, and she is almost going to be 24 years old or over 23 years old. And it could be for around here, unavailable for modding for the weekend. PF pick by K, but I'm not very sure. Her profile, I'm not very sure. This is where the last time that we've seen this already. So she was out of support around here, and no new owner should actually go into claim this from this strategy. So as you can see, the art, it was a little bit pretty good, and the comic series around here from their OCs could be pretty beautiful as well, that I just go into coming around here. So I definitely going to find out where it was that I just trying to look at around here, Jelly Jay-Z's, or like anything around here. So as you can see around of these first couple of characters, and it's starting in May 30th of 2023, because definitely seeing their anime reference isn't gonna be exist, but only that 75% accuracy of real life or some sort of reference or something. So the first thing is could be for around here, frappe cookie around here for this one. It could be for frappe cookie, and right next to sunbeam cookie. But even more, the sunbeam cookies design, even a little bit more, the old sunbeam cookie around here. This is the current one, and she turns absolutely a little bit really gorgeous. But even many more around here for this thing. But we're really not sure that no upcoming things could actually go in around here for this one. And so, this is the last one as of the Victoria Sponge. So, the final design around here for this one is actually going to be even this one. And it's not actually look like the daughter of Red Velvet and Pastry. Even though I never absolutely going to be seeing this already yet, but we definitely going to find out what is going to get a little bit for one here. It has silly little doodles over here. I may not just go into review them. So, every sprite is only characters, but except the backgrounds, but looks like their backgrounds are probably a little bit fine. But even for one background it is. Could be for bees and something like, I gotta be added for a little bit of invaders, like here for something. First off is Jelly's Sonas. And definitely, it's not gonna be pretending to be a cookie around here. And a little bit more is the Wild Soup cast. I don't want to look it around here from anything it does. The Cookie Run OCs around here, but we've seen this cat. There's frog. What is this? What is this? The DWT frog over here? And a deadly mushroom over here. There's Faking, and I'm not very sure we would actually go on the name for this thing. as I'll be checking this out around here from anything it does. I already scrolled down, and this wasn't going to be for look like that anyway. So I may not able to scroll down into the beginning. So there is a little bit for there's no changes around here. So this is the start of the silly doodles of this one. And all the way back up here. So where it ends is gonna be for one thing. It could be from June 24th of 2025. So we may not see like anything as possible. So the last comic post could be for around here for this one. So she may be absolutely trying to post something else or trying to find something else around here in her comic creators. So definitely we look around here for the cookies around here because I know that must be the witch is actually even this thing over here is from the Wild Soup cast. So the cookie run OCs, it's absolutely going to be for two of the cookies could be frappe cookie. So that could be frappe cookie around here. It's could be less cringe that I'm not gonna be so to do. It was absolutely his daughter of Affogato Cookie, but I cannot believe I didn't mention around here that where their parents are. And right next to is Sunbeam Cookie. Oh jeez. This does absolutely that nobody remembers for this one, especially someone remembers her or something like this. So, these are the first two sprites in her Parfidia and Cacao Kingdom iterations and final designs. You can literally just put her any Dark Academia outfit in her color palette or like it or something and it will work. That Snow Lion is her familian. By the way, cats, they are running away. They are run in the family of this big monstrous thing or something. So, definitely that we didn't see for this thing when she grows up. So, there's two female cookies around here anyway. And let's look at for their user comics. So, we definitely seen this earlier, but I definitely didn't know, but I just probably gonna find out. So, these are probably a little bit necessary, but it's going to go all the way down here at the bottom. And we definitely going to see a little bit for this one, and there is more. There's Victoria Sponge Cookie and Raiden Ref. Alright, it must be the Raiden. There is a little bit more. There's concept art. And a little bit more as for Victoria Sponge. So, that this new character won't be able to be released, like whenever it does, for a long time whenever it does. I cannot believe there is a little bit more, and it's not gonna be what's the most rated thing. There is a little bit more, and I still managed to scroll down, and it may not absolutely load easily. So there's not cookies around here for this one. Especially there must be a little bit amount of celebrities. And there is more about for these things as well. And there's a little bit amount of cookies around here to K. And I'm probably sure K was gonna be from Scruffiest, but I'm not very sure that it eventually deletes around here itself. So I wonder that K is lying about for the comic studio that eventually privated. It actually deletes itself. I think that must be a baby Frapple cookie. I'm not very sure that something is absolutely being married around here for somewhere. And this is absolutely the evolution of Frappe cookie. But even for this one, so that definitely first added for that thing as well. I would not believe that we seen her face for just like that. Even though this is gonna be for their faces like this, I cannot believe that I just definitely didn't saw around here. That's my mistake, of course. There is even more as frapple or frapple concepts around here, and a little bit for one more of these. So, this is not going to get around anything around here somewhere. So, this is the first appearance of Sunbeam Cookie. So, there are no any more cookies around here from like this anymore. But, looks like there is a little bit more. And there is the last one. Could be like this. Starting with Sunny Doodles. I'm probably sure that could be Sunbeam Cookie. But even though this is absolutely where she starts, but all the way that I just scroll down is gotta be all the way back into the beginning. Now, this definitely not very sure to take it any moment around here for just a little bit a few minutes. So, it has been over 25 minutes around here for just a little bit longer. So, this is absolutely the first appearance about Sunbeam Cookie. So, it might actually taking a little bit long time as well. The first appearance of that her profile starts, and she started posting about Madeline and espresso, and even a little bit to going all the way up here for this one, and it's definitely sounds that I probably sure that her first doodle could be from whipped cream and the cream unicorn style. So, however, that I wouldn't absolutely going to add something like this, that I totally not going to be added anything like that. So, I'll be right back for this time as well for a few more hours, but I definitely, it's going to be taking a long time, but no sprites like this whatsoever. And if I'm going to be using the studio crossovers, this thing could be actually going to change from anything, and the entire background appears, or like any front is could be for like this. Credit to for her own two hands as jelly. Well, it must be Jelly Jay-Z's or like anything around here for this one. But looks like there must be for a little bit more things to come. But I wouldn't able to be trying to take this a little bit more. So I'll be right back until I'm probably going to be taking a few of these. Or most of it. Another good news around here from it's not gonna be the NPCs as well. So it was just going to be for somebody of them as well. Because there's a new cookie who had added from the game, including Comic Studio around here. It must be Stained Nut Cookie that eventually added into the studio by something else. Of course, that since after the Powerpuff or like anything around here, and definitely there is a surprise as well because I kind of believe that does not actually going to be matching with them as well. So this is totally going to be for look like this anyway. But even though there must be the chaos and even there must be a family member, so that must be for this overview around here that since in summer, this is actually going to have fun together or have time together with family bonding. So, as you can see in the description, Avogato forgot to mention that this is technically a business trip for his new sort of evil employer. But I'm sure it will be fine, like everybody else that they know. Hot, cold, Fraprilor, Alpha, or Affogato is her father. Sucks to her, I guess. They just both favorite ways to consuming coffee, though. Also, I couldn't find the H Degato for the life of me, so I have to redraw him for himself or something like anything as well. So, well, that was actually going to be to do this. An attempt to mend to your broken relationship, your father takes you to a rock festival for another time from every year, but I'm not pretty sure that wouldn't absolutely going to last for so long. As you can see in the game, there must be, for some of the kinds of this guy over here, and definitely that was not everything in a rave or just like that, but somewhere in for some kind of like this land, there were the gun choppers and a little bit choppers as well. There's a strider over here. But exactly, and for some other kinds of drafts, we definitely seeing this, that Jelly Sonas, we would have absolutely going to add for this thing as well. So don't worry, we won't able to be added her back. Because we would not think that will be necessary, and that should not able to be thinking about here. So back in for this one is for family bonding, but now this is actually going to be for scaling around here for this thing as well. And including adding Chevrolet Silverado. I'm not very sure. That's not Silverado. This is a Tahoe. And I definitely added a R-Class once again. That's the Mercedes R-Class. And just to pretend that Pure Vanilla could be a ghost. And not exactly as Sunbeam Cookie. Of course, that wouldn't actually going to be take much like that. So, probably that's it around here for over 20 minutes or 25 minutes long. And that should be actually going to be make it around here as well. So, the link is going to be in the description or two for in the previous clips that I just recorded. So thanks again for watching, for all your support, and I'm gonna be signing off or something like that. I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later. So that was pretty it as well. So don't hate on anybody as well, like in the comment section. And that was pretty it as well. So just thank you for around here for this one. So probably well. Have a nice day for this time.